Hey, welcome to my channel. And so this is the first video in a while. So I'm gonna first start by introducing myself, then I will tell you what the channel is about. So my name is Duno. I'm from Guinea in West Africa, and but I currently live in Paris. Um, I'm a tech guy. I work in the tech field. I've been in this field for quite a while now. So if you actually have seen any of my previous videos, then you will know that I used to post a lot of, no, some videos about um, tech, right? I used to make some tutorials. That's a while ago. And as I'm starting this channel over again, I'm starting to post content. I'm gonna be posting about something totally different. So it's not gonna be about tech, right? So that's just a little disclaimer there. So again, what is the channel about? So I'm very much into traveling. So traveling is one of my biggest passions. So I over the last 5 or 6 years, I think I've been doing a lot of traveling, and up to now, I've been to 38 countries in total, and that's countries in Africa, kind of all over Africa, really. Um, in in Asia, in Latin America, in North America, as well as Europe as well. So I just came back from a trip from Portugal, Spain, and Andorra, right? So again, I after that trip, after this last trip, I really kind of I made a decision to really get serious about this, about traveling, right? And yeah. And the decision was very simply this, that I want to travel to every country on earth. I want to travel to all of them. So, yeah, so I'm not sure. In fact, I'm not going to say that no African has been done this before, but I don't think there are many African who've done it. I'm pretty sure that maybe from Guinea, I will be the first one if I'm able to actually reach that goal, right? And maybe one of the few Africans who've done it again on an African passport, not like in African, but you have like a US or European passport. That would make it easy for you to travel. Because I know Jessica and Abongo actually did it, but she also, I mean, she's Ugandan, but she also got a U.S. passport, which makes life a lot easier. So what's different here from her or any other person who's done it is that I'm gonna be doing this using like my Guinean passport, and so again, Guinea is in West Africa, and that's sub-Saharan Africa for you, if you don't know. So if you know anything about sub-Saharan African, right, especially if you're from any of those countries in sub-Saharan Africa, you know that we have really weak passports, right? We don't have passport that allow us to travel to many countries without first getting a visa. And getting a visa is actually a whole, I mean, very complicated, lengthy process. So we don't have the luxury that people from the West, like if you're American or for European, that you have to just say, oh, you know what, I think I'm gonna go to Paris today, or I'm gonna go to Germany, just buy a flight and just go. We have to go through this process of planning for weeks, sometimes months in advance, so we can get the visa, and we don't always get it. I mean, sometimes we spend a lot of huge amount of money trying to get the visas, and it doesn't come through, right? So yeah, so that's really the difference here. So as I embark on this adventure, I know there are things that I'm gonna learn, and the things that I've learned already traveling to my 38 countries, that I feel like I can share with you guys, right? And I'm sure some of you out there want to say, okay, how do I do this, right? How am I able to travel as well? And how do I easily get visas and things like that, right? How do I make it easy for me to get a visa or to travel to as many countries while working? Because I'm doing this while I'm working at the same time, so I'm not on holiday. So most of my trips are not holiday trips; they're like trips what I'm doing at the same time I'm also working as well, right? So I want to be share. I want to share this with you, or I want to share the experience with you. I want to share all the tips, the good things, the funny stories, also not so good stories, the bad, the bad ones, things that you probably shouldn't be doing, places that you probably should avoid, or even if you don't avoid them, but things that you need to be wary of. You need to be very careful in certain places because you will being different, like you being an African, you being black, you probably would not be as welcome as someone else, from the West. And when I say you're not going to be welcome, I'm not just talking about European Western countries or Asian countries, because sometimes a lot of people make a lot of videos about uh, you know no racism in some of those places, but sometimes I've been to African countries where I was not as welcome, right? Because as a white person was, like, I've been in a queue where, there's a white guy in front of me, then they were all behind me, right? So when I go, passport control, people were like, yeah, you come into our country, why, right? And then they're not smiling, right? They have, there's that look that say, why you here, right? And whereas when it's the white guy or the white lady, we're like, oh yeah, great, welcome to our country, I hope you can even stay more, like, no. So I've seen stories like that. So yeah, so I'm gonna be sharing a lot of days, right? And I'm sure as well, if someone else has had that experience, please let me know. But so I'll be sharing my story, I mean my adventure with you. And if you have any question about traveling, if you have anything specific you want me to post about, please let me know. As long as you're ready to travel and working and making money while traveling, or staying fit while traveling, or things like that, right? But also I'll be collaborating with other African travelers as well that I know they're also kind of on the same adventures as me, and also and make sure that they share their own story as well, right? Why they started traveling, and any tips that they have, any do's and don'ts that they recommend. So yeah, so this is the first video, and please again subscribe, and so that you get all the notifications for because there are gonna be a lot of videos gonna be coming, right? A lot of them. So I'll be creating a lot of content. I'll be sharing a lot of very interesting tips about travel, and travel as an African, traveling as a black. So yeah. Thanks for your time. I really appreciate your time, and see you soon in the next video. Bye.